The dragon rises, harnessing the dynamic energy of 2024 and beyond. So today, let's unveil the underpinnings of this magnificent energy by really zeroing in on this dragon aspect, really of all things. And I'll introduce an explanation of what dragon is, but of course, there's far more to it than what I'm going to say here today. How this year is relevant when we're looking at the ancient truths of the Chinese and that astrological tracking system, the zodiac, as the unfolding year of the green, or as I see this, the emerald wood dragon, how this is connected into the much larger picture of what's happening with Earth, our Trinity realm, and really the entire galaxy. So I look forward to diving in today. So to step into the power of this moment, please close your eyes if you can. Move into the eternal now and imagine that we're gathering around the sacred fire again, the eternal flames of this sacred fire. And what we're doing is we're basking in its radiant glow, for it illuminates not only the night sky, but also our souls. And in this enchanted space, we are transported to primordial times where tales of wonder and magic were woven into the very fabric of our existence. The warmth of the fire caresses our spirits, beckoning us to share stories of our journeys and quests. First, I want to note that there is nothing at all to fear as we anchor in grounding insights and truths of what is being unveiled as we enter this new year. But more so, as you anchor into all of this, that it will expand and be expanding as this all truly unfolds. So those choosing the ascension path, and don't you love my mug, or those walking another, albeit more difficult path. So we're in this time of massive choice points, massive anchoring of timelines. And I actually discussed this in a past video called Unlocking the Power Within, Belief and Manifestation Magic Revealed. So please do watch that when you can to uncover a poem that I mentioned in there, as well as other videos, but how that poem really connects together. So the time that we are in is about going back to origin, back to the organic creation magic, as I say. And all who let go of the entrapment of the primordial fear will grow at an ever more rapid pace. And I'm what used to be called a seer poet. This is a druid. And then there are so many other names. There's witch, there's priestess, healer, shaman, etc. All these that have been coined for eons. But at the base of this aspect are energies of seeing visions or hearing poems that come through to describe what's really going on, to organically uncover truth. So it can come through in many ways for me. And of course, this unfolds in everybody in our own unique magical ways. So in the video that I just mentioned, Belief in Manifestation Magic Revealed, I speak about this poem that came through when I was visiting the Stargate, that my soul stream of consciousness came through when this Trinity realm was being created. Those lands are called the Albion, or in today's words, we would say I went to the part of the Albion that's called the UK. And that poem that came through is about ending primordial fear. So this is extremely vital to remember. So please do check out that video if you haven't yet, as that will lay some foundations a little more thoroughly. And I've talked a lot about the dragon in my newly ever unfolding Christos dragon teachings. And these are teachings about unveiling the essence of Christos, or crystal, or Christ, K-R-Y-S-T, or Christos, consciousness. And also it's about unveiling or decoding the truths around how our realm was created, the blueprint of this energetic container of what human truly is, as well as what the realm truly is, how all the energetics of this ultimate consciousness is connected to the primeval creator of all that is, the cosmic mother, and so much more. So most of this insight within the dragon teachings are about what we've called even DNA. So it's literally about how the entire everything that surrounds us is and was created. You can see the importance of this kind of insight and why it had to be heavily guarded. Now, unfortunately, beings that turned away from Creator stole some of that code, created total and absolute genocide, and you're still seeing this today. And this is really against evolution. It's like the biggest strategic creation magic blueprint. And we are within a Trinity form realm, Earth, Terra, Gaia, and the first harmonic universe that is held under Assyrian technology, or what is called the Great White Lion Grid. Now, how do I know this? You're probably wondering, but it's because I'm connected into the soul stream of consciousness that streams from within the Great White Lion realm. And I have seen this vision since I was young. I had the same repeated experience in dream time seeing every single night for many years when I was young. And so I've been able to discern and decipher what all of that meant for me. So how does creating a universe work? That's one of the first things we can go into before we unfold into some of these other concepts about dragon rising and this new year. So more experienced races that have been through ascensions, up and back, potentially. These are part of the original creator realms, what some people call God realms. This is what's been called avatar realms, Rishi, ascended master realms. So once again, you're going to see a lot of different names describing the same place. And it's when very kind, benevolent, loving beings reach a specific wisdom point. A race can step up and can work with a chosen and willing celestial being that's ready to foster new realms. Now, I share more on a vision that I had in a short video, and I explain this vision in the video about ancient truths exposed through visions. How is a celestial being chosen for the great service? So, are the underpinnings magic? The short answer is yes. Our realm utilizes a myriad of what I would call magic workings from many races, as it was a group effort, a team, a round table of experienced wisdom to make the first of its kind universe work. And magic is what many may decide to call technology. But to use that word, I think we really have to totally wipe out what we think technology is, given what we see in this hijacked 3D experience. For what we're seeing, and even what has been recreated or mimicked, is not really mirroring the true cosmic or true galactic tech that I'm really speaking about. And so they stole enough, though, to create falsities. So when I use the word tech, I'll say cosmic tech, so we're in alignment on what I'm really speaking about. So the one thing that must be known is that when the universe was created, when our Trinity realm was created, this harmonic universe of its kind under that grid, it caused factions of these higher octave realms to start splitting apart, because it's true that there was what we have coined fallen beings. They were at the core basically pissed off that humanity would get all these special magical influences and get a far more advanced attention than ever before in creating this new magical Trinity realm. And so began really what many have called the war in the heavens. And you see, free will as an underpinning became a wild card, given there's duality. We have positive, negative, and sacred energies, masculine, feminine, etc., yin, yang, right, at the core of all creation. But what happened is it got extreme. A bit of an experience, or we can say experiment, gone awry, if you will. And we didn't know. We didn't know that it could get so extreme. And that extremism would literally tear apart the fabric of creation. We didn't know that it'd create beings so evil and so intent on creating suffering for this realm, and of course there have been others, that they'd become essentially warring pirates. I don't have another word for it, but it happened. So a group came together of varying races, and we called ourselves the Emerald Founders. So many different races came together to create this round table. And what we did is we created a pact to fix this extreme primordial fear brought on by beings so far gone from the true light. This light is what many say is God, but rather it's a massive consciousness of light energy. And so in this agreement, it holds a strategy to end the warring, basically, because it's beyond time that we need to take back the power that was lost. Bring balance and harmony back. So the EVIL is not one race. There's a lot of talk about the Anunnaki. That is not correct. It's not fully truth. That is basically like saying every human is EVIL. So we have to realize that it's basically a group of beings, others from other systems, from other lands, that are defectors, that decided to go against all things creator, all things cosmic mother, cosmic father, dragon, and to break apart, war, pillage, etc. Now that we have that done. That's just important to note. So now let's talk dragon. Okay, to see dragon more clearly, we need to do a little traveling into the far corners of what we call our planet. No, it is not a globe. And really, it's far more magnificent. So we'll go on that journey some other time. But I want to be clear that I'm not speaking of the inversion of a draconian or a reptilian style dragon. I'm speaking of a celestial dragon. So there aren't very many resources to pull for things like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you something that I have found that really, really portrays the beauty of what a celestial dragon, to me, comes through. So this is what I'm speaking about. So in just about every region, and going into ancient stories, myths, legends, we can find a reference of some kind of dragon. Seriously, all the corners of our realm. But when someone says dragon, I think there's one culture that really comes to mind first, at least for me, and that is China, Japan, etc. So these regions have really coveted the signature of what is called dragon for many thousands and thousands of years. And when we uncover how they see dragon, it is as close to accurate as I can find. Of course, that is up to now. So what we also have to root into is the etymology of dragon. This is also a really important part. So let's talk about dragon as far as the etymology of it. And I've shared this many times in other videos, but it's really essential to look at. So I've highlighted and starred the area to look at. So dragon means light, to have seen, visible. So this is a powerful infusion of light energy. And when one has seen it, what it feels like, or what it is, it makes all things visible. It's like knowing all things, or knowing creator, because it's the essence of the weaving of energy that weaves itself into all of life. And this is the intel that I receive over and over. So dragon is far more amazing than any of the inverted visions of what we have seen or have been shown as dragon. So there's too many depictions of dragons as this EVIL being, right? So when I'm speaking of the true dragon of light, it's celestial in nature, sentient, energetic, part of the cosmic tech, and colorful, meaning holding aspects of rays, or what we call colors. Again, going back to this beautiful essence of this celestial imagery. So the essence of power, dragon, can show itself whenever it desires to be seen and carried within a frequency of a soul stream of consciousness. Given dragons have been protected for eons by soul streams of consciousnesses and beings, and I'm connected into those beings. There's a powerful goddess lioness warrior lineage. And yes, there are others, but I'm speaking to what I'm connected into. So those are guardian protectors of dragon energy and dragon essence. So I'm going to meld what I've seen in dream time, what I've written in automatic writings, all this stuff. I'm going to meld this with some other research that I was guided into that carries some of the mechanics, so to speak. And I really thank this group for creating such amazing graphics and 3D models and videos that they've done. So I'm attributing these next images to FPV Angel, and they're on YouTube. So seek them out. Go listen to their content, as it is magnificent stuff in there. But I'm weaving in things that they have into what I know in my being is true, because there are missing elements in theirs. So I want to fill in some gaps. And this is how we're building this beautiful mosaic of truth, right? Is mixing all these elements together. So when we speak of dragon, we cannot say that it's just electromagnetic waves. That is missing some big pieces. So I'm going to share some of FPV Angel's imageries. And I'll make these bigger in a moment. But what I want to share here is we can't think of these waves of dragon as only electromagnetic and plasmic waves. Or we can't say they're just sine waves. And what FPV Angel has discovered is that it's coming from this essence of Milky Way. So we can't say it's just light in the way that we've been taught in this experience. Because believe it or not, dragon is light. It is electromagnetic. It is plasmic energy, but it is conscious and aware. And I've been taken into the cosmic womb that melds with the mother of dragons and this cosmic mother energy. Now, this mother of dragons has been known, and what I have uncovered is Tiamat. And believe me, dragons are sentient. In fact, a few months back, I did a live stream on this channel of my vision when I was taken into the cosmic womb, because that I now know it was the blue dragon Tiamat that took me in to share that experience. And so I developed a guided visualization if you'd like to experience that. So that is one of the live streams that you can look at. So looking at this wonderful overlay by FPV Angel, and I'm going to make this larger so we can just see the whole thing here. They're attributed and credited up in the right-hand corner, so that's who you would look for. So the world chakras, and I've shown this map. There's similar images like this. So there's the energetic structure of our realm, and then what happens is they have the female great dragon, and these basically what there's electromagnetic sine waves, energies that flows through almost like in this DNA wave. And then so we have the female great dragon, and then we have the male great dragon. Now, so what's so beautiful about this, these are the foundational mechanics that they have uncovered of waves, of energies that comes from this powerful weaving through the Trinity realm, sent in through the spiraling energies of what we call the system of Milky Way. And most of this is happening in our underworld or outside of this realm. So there's many ways to speak about this. But I want to share that there's more than just a female dragon energy and a male dragon energy, of course. But I think that these mechanics and the waveform, the sine wave, and how it spirals in, because this is what I have seen. And I'll share more about this in some other time, but this is how the mechanics work. So this is how connected into our realm the dragon lines and all of these essences are, and into our bodies. For all things are essentially based on the same electromagnetic and plasmic energy vibrations and frequencies and rays and colors. So here's the cool thing. Lineages of DNA codes are igniting within those of us that are really into this energy of dragon. And what's happening is it's that these lineages are pulling us back into the sacred lands. So our soul streams come from Earth, Terra, Gaia, and these realms outside of this Trinity form. And are based on a cosmic stream, but then there's an earth bloodline. So in my Albion 2-part series, which is in this channel, and of course, I think that's going to become more than just 2 parts, but I talk about the awakening lands of Albion because I went there. I was called there. And the region, that's the region we call UK, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, France, Belgium, even Germany, etc. So please watch that 2-part series if you feel called, because that has amazing insights about what I gleaned from my deep experience being held within those sacred lands. So especially as we wove around the Michael Mary dragon line really powerfully in Avebury Henge and Silbury Hill. Now, this is really important to note because the Emerald founders and the Guardian founder races, they sent in loads of us to remember our cosmic lineage and Earth, Terra, Gaia timelines so that we can bring these truths and we're weaving them back together. So you're going to see, if you pop around, you're going to see similar, I'm sure, you're going to see similar awakening lands and details like this of dragon all over this world. Now, what the next step is, we combine all this wisdom together. So they're going to be called back into the wisdom of their lineage. So you'll see those that are super connected and those that fully remember, like me, are going to go back into their Emerald founder and dragon Asian lineages or South American lineages or native tribe lineages. For me, I come in through the Celtic Druid bloodline. That's my lineage. So that's why I was called into Albion. That's the Stargate my soul essence came in through originally. So we bring in these rememberings all together. And what we're doing again is we're piecing together this beautiful mosaic that's being created. I see this mosaic all of the time. It's beautiful. It's awesome in the true essence of what that word means. Awe, in awe. So now let's talk about, we're in this year 2024, supposedly, and it's a year of the green, or again, as I see this, emerald wood dragon. So this is going into the Chinese, and actually the Japanese zodiac is also based on the ancient Chinese zodiacs. And I was actually inspired to do this video by a comment. So you know who you are. Thank you for reaching out with this question, because this is not a coincidence, right? That the power of all the dragons, energy, rising, awakening, the mother of dragons, Tiamat, who is the world soul of Terra that had fallen, she has fully risen. And plus, we're in the year of the dragon. It is so very connected, and I was vibrating so high on this energy yesterday. It was like, it's really incredibly exciting. So some of you may be asking, okay, how do you know this in regard to the mother of dragons? Okay, because that's who called me back into Avebury Henge and Silbury Hill. I didn't know it going into the trip, but when I was there, I certainly figured it out. And I have more coming on that. But I always knew there's essence of dragon inside of me, that feeling. In fact, my husband has always called me the dragon lady. But now I really know what that means. And I can actually say these words and it flows, like, obviously. So reclaiming the soul of Tiamat was a massive feat. Beautiful guardian beings that are using frequencies and all kinds of things to break down this man-made electrical prison that was placed on top of the original creation electrical framework, basically. And then there are many others doing powerful work here. So to name one example, in Chinese and Japanese cultures, dragons symbolize not only power, but also nobility, wisdom, and they are examples of the union of heaven and earth, which I find, again, magnificent because obviously, yes, and they are believed to be the controllers of rainfall, the bringers of good fortune, and the guardians of many things. That is absolute truth. Now, this year, for everybody, now what I'm talking about is about everything and everyone and into all the realms. So the potent influence of the dragon year harmonizes with the qualities of the element of wood. So the timing of this year, the uncovering, the saving, awakening of Tiamat and all the other dragon lines, dragon nodes, dragons in general, awakening all of this world, connects and aligns perfectly with the zodiac. How beautiful is that? So the 2024 year of the dragon harmonizes with the element of wood this year. So when we think of this, we need to think of this as connecting into, of course, the five elements theory. Now, I actually use this Chinese five elements theory in branding, helping people brand. And that's the work that I do in my company called Team Goo. And that serves heart-based business owners and helping them to bring their businesses to life without sacrificing their soul and really connecting into primordial wisdom. And I connect these two because it's really powerful wisdom to utilize and bring that theory into practice. And so when I'm seeing this wood and dragon, when you're meshing dragon with the element of wood, the wood element is about growth. It's about flexibility. Think of trees, caring for all things nature. And also that wood represents the idea of growing outside comfort zones, getting bigger and adjusting to like new heights, new situations. So the dragon messages that I have to share with you going into this Chinese New Year that is in February, I have 4 big messages that I want to share. So the first one, let go of primordial fear. And to do so, as the energies are very much supporting you in this, see, that's how to use these energies. And this goes for anything astrological. You use and leverage the energies, harness it, if you will. There are key choices to make this year. There's much purifying to do within energetic bodies and physical bodies, of course. And some have been doing so much work. That work is done and now it's shifting into something else, right? There are some in our world who just don't see the biggest picture possible yet. So what they're going to be telling you is that there's a pole shift coming and many other fear-mongering statements like this. It's not true. But you have to discern for yourself and then make choices to anchor that in within you so that the reality around can shift. So do you choose the same old primordial fear path, essentially, or do you choose another path of what we call ascension, for lack of a better word? That term has been so misused, I really don't even like using it, but I'm going to use it. So the point to number 1 is choices are imperative. Be very clear at this time and be very clear as this year unfolds. So 2, the dragon awakening brings in unprecedented opportunities. And in a dragon year in general, people are said to be able to harness the intelligence, the leadership, and abilities. So with all of this powerful essence mixing together, this is the year to bring your dreams out. I call this tapping into your magic with creativity, passion, courage, and with the confidence to speak in your unique gifts and your offerings to this world. Number 3, ultimate workings of the dragon energy along with the consciousness that's held in Michael, Mary Magdalene lineages, or these energies, these frequencies, consciousness, also connects into this awakening Christ, Christos, crystal consciousness that's coming back online and igniting within those of us who really choose to align with this Christos consciousness frequency is again, and so much more. So what this is doing is it's bringing harmony around the sacred energies again. The ask is to harmonize these energies within your own being. That is the essence of unity consciousness, is from within to without. And the 4th point, the element of wood. So again, the Chinese zodiac, the ancient practice, derives each of the 5 elements, water, earth, fire, wood, metal, connects into animal signs, and they do 60-year cycles. So in a wood year, it is said that it's known for growth. Again, think of development, think of harmony. It's associated with balance, and the element of wood has the natural ability to unite people. You can see how this all weaves into a far greater plan and experience, can't you? We can feel it. So I should note here that if you're ready to anchor into your sacred mission, or you could say your sacred purpose, I'm here to assist you in bringing that to life. I exist for this very reason. So there are 2 ways that you can check out supportive elements in this amazing energy of this year. So if you're feeling activated, but you're not sure what your mission is, I created a foundational masterclass series, and it's 7 classes and activations to help you awaken and illuminate your magic from within. And it's called Tap Into Your Magic Foundational Masterclass. So go to Tap Into Your Magic, and magic, of course, is the way I spell it, Magick. So tapintoyourmagic.com. The second way, if you already have a sacred mission running, if you're running a career, if you're running something and you just need to refresh or ignite it, or you're starting all new and you already have this framework, I operate Team GU, GU, and we are poised to help you really ignite your magic and bring that sacred mission into existence. For the call of these missions, it's far more ancient than what we call a business. So I don't even like to use the word business, but that's what I'm really talking about. So you can go to teamgu.com, TeamGu, to see more clearly in how my team and I can assist if this feels aligned. And there's links below as well. So in summary, this year means no more waiting. Now is the time to say yes to the sacred mission, for the world needs you. It needs your unique magic, your unique gifts. Say yes to seeing yourself and awakening the divine that is held within your emerald sacred heart. Connect into that emerald dragon. Say yes to opening your heart, an entire power center, your cauldron of power, as I say, to reclaim the parts of you that has been separated from so many aspects of this realm that have taken these pieces away from all of us, and reclaiming that, and so much more. So healing the deeper inner wounds, and now it's taking a bold action. The energies support these actions. So this year's energy changes things dramatically. And of course, I'm going to have more unfolding because I actually tap into sidereal astrology, which is the 13 sign original organic astrology base, which many people have combat with. That's a whole other video, so we'll go there another day. But the energy of this year really changes things dramatically. So huge strides will keep awakening more and more for those really who are choosing this higher octave path. And this is an unstoppable force, by the way. It's far bigger than us, even here in this moment. And the magnitude of it is that big, and absolutely that mystical and magical too. I hope that this video helps you to awaken more of your magic. Subscribe to get more videos that are meant to illuminate the path for indigos and starseeds, all of the humans who are here with sacred missions that are serving as pioneers in this massive paradigm shift of consciousness. Together, we are remembering the original organic creation magic. Thank you so much for watching.